Okay, this is Let's Play Train Fever Part 5. And I'm Gordon Pilcher. And while I was away, I went offline and fixed up a couple little bits. I just stuck mouse for some reason. Something going on here with the mouse. This is annoying. Always like I'm lagging for some reason. I changed those carriages over like I said I'd do. And threw an extra. I noticed Monty's actually got. I was just watching Train Fever 101 and he's up to part 17. I noticed he's actually downloaded some mods which actually. The rolling stock looks better than the rolling stock that I've got with this. Can you get rid of that a minute? Actually, I'm just going to click on that just to see what happens. Let's see what happens with our passengers. Okay, we only got one passenger. That's not going to be particularly profitable this run. He's off to Tapakura. Yeah. This section of the line at this stage is not. How am I trying to do it for money? Well, they're down a little bit because offline I upgraded these carriages on both these trains. Now let's have a look. What have we got in the bank? Is it 2.5 million? What do we owe? Okay. There's the thing to jump. That line must have been going. Do a vehicle replacement on them all. What do we got? We got 2.4 million in the bank. And I can probably bring that down where I got $1 million in the bank. That leaves me 1.09 million. Now I only owe $2.5. Okay, let's have a quick look to see what's going on here. I don't want to hold you up too long. It looks like there are 27 passengers, but I'd say they're waiting to go to Mayfield. Not, they want to go down the bottom here. Just trying to think whether. Excuse me. Dynamite up my nose. I think we did that online yesterday. We've also got this timber company going here. I'm just thinking today what we might do. That's a tricky little town, that one. Now sometimes, just sometimes, this will happen. Because that's so short that you can't drag the. Oh yeah, I can. Well, I get a choice of I get a wooden bridge, I get a stone bridge, or a steel bridge. I suppose steel bridge is going to be long term. Is going to be probably the better deal. No, see, I've got. It's saying to me, I've got a. That could be because this here. Sometimes it'll let you bulldoze that little bit there to get a run at that crossing. Let's just try it again. Yeah, see, we were too close to the edge of the river. Now if I've got a train coming in from down here, let's just be a little bit tricky. Because it will build out to here eventually, and we'll just set up our railway out here. And I'm going to do it in such a way, I'll put a 4-line station in here, which will allow me to take a line out to Manapuri. Or was I going to go to Manapuri? Where was I going to go to? Let's just connect these two roads up here and then we'll have a look at the map again. We'll turn on out, I'll just get rid of that. We'll have a look at our contour lines. There's a bit of a knob there, and that's going to make the trains, the level of the station is going to be slightly off, which means it's going to be a little bit harder to connect into the ends of it. But if you look here, we're quite flat in here. But either way, what I'll do is I'm just going to be a little bit. We'll take this road through for future expansion. You always come back and upgrade that later. A steel bridge. I don't know whether they built steel bridges back in 1872 or not, to be perfectly honest. But what I am going to do here is just to on the bridge there. Yeah, well, that's a brick bridge. I could delete that at some point and do an upgrade on it. But seeing that's a main road in there, I could have made it wider if I'd wanted to, because we will probably be building a major highway up here later. Just so I can sort of show this here. And down the track you can actually add bus lanes to these. Okay. How am I going to work this? I put a 4-line station there. I can continue to Swannanoa, and then also have a line that comes in from Manapuri. That one will be a little bit tricky bringing it down through there. Mind you, looking at that, I've actually planned to go to Manapuri, haven't I? Okay, let's just turn on land use. I am going to do it to there. I think that's probably where I'll go. Now, which side of that road shall I go to? So I do want to pick up that. I do want to pick up Kawakar at some stage. No, we'll just go two line here. Is there another? I know I got Clyde up here. A whiter there. I'm gonna go 4 line here. He'll look a bit funky. Let's get that there. Sometimes you've got a bit of a compromise here. You want to sort of square it up to the other line. You can't always save $1 there. But I do want to have a bus station there. Again, that really, you don't get a lot of choice on that one. Let's just pull this railway through here. So if I'm zooming in and out a lot, I'm sort of thinking on the fly. Because I want to bend that there, I'm going to go now. Where did that other line come in? Drag that here. Once you've done one level crossing, the second one picks up pretty much as long as you've got those lines tied together. I think this computer really needs rebooting. Been running continuously for a couple of days and doing video editing, and the whole thing needs a bit of a holiday. Chuck our signals in. You're wondering what those are? They're waypoints. If you don't know what a waypoint is, effectively you can put a waypoint in here. I'll use this one as an example. I won't click it because I don't want to waste $2 grand, but you put it in here and direct that train to actually go to that line. Remember how we do our signals again? Monty's just done his part 17 of his play Train Fever 101, and he's got the snow out there. I know my son has actually had that mod running, and I'm not really a snow person. And a couple of other mods I want to get down. I'm thinking of actually doing a video outside of this here to explain how to. It'll actually cover, getting mods downloaded, and it'll also cover resetting the game just in case you mess it up. Like I was saying, all you have to really do is go in and uninstall the game, and I'll show you how to do that. Pretty simple. And if Steam detects the game, you own the game and it's not installed, it will ask you to reinstall the game. And all your Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. All your mods and everything are there, they stay in place. This is, you can see an example there of, I just say about making sure that if you're going to have a line coming out of a town from a continuation like that, that's already started to build up round there. Alright. Now I've extended this line. Probably going to... Well, that Kawa looks a bit hard casing out too, doesn't it? That funny little road round it. It's throwing a few bus stops here. It's throwing out super cheap ones. Let's put land use on so we're... Okay, why am I putting one here? Because I am going to do this. And I noticed Monty went back from the corners. Well, I've tended to want to go close to corners, but he may have a good point there. I did run into a bit of street congestion with buses on one particular map I was doing. And I just went through and I moved these. Can you have too many bus stops? Personally, I don't think so. Now we're going to, okay, I know there's no buildings here, but there soon will be. So what we'll do is we'll set up an anticipation. We'll do what the Queensland State Government over the years hasn't done. Put in, they built a highway, a motorway, which had only a 6-lane highway, and then within 10 years they had to go and widen it, didn't they? 2 or 3 governments onwards, you know, crazy stuff. But anyway, not here to discuss that, but I working on the assumption that we're going to have, we're up to bus 7, and bus 8. If you notice, these colours cycle through in groups of 8. You start off with white, with red, and then you go. Won't put that there because my little picture is there. My ugly little mug is sitting about there somewhere. So I actually did move it. No, we'll go to that. We'll do the red line first. And whoop, down there, down to that one. If you notice, they always seem to want to loop back to themselves. But anyway, as you get going and the further you go, we're going to come through here because we can pick up the commercial area. I need to go to there, don't I? How many up that's where have I got? Then we'll come back to there and round here, which excuse me. 18. We'll make 19 this one. And after it picks that's the last one, it'll always go back to there. Now let's do our second line. So we go in reverse rotation. Click my little dear. Thank you. 17, 16, 14, no, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. I'm going to come up here because we didn't pick that one up. We'll send it on a bit of a, we'll skip a couple of these. Into there again, just to pick up our reverse rotation again one more time. And we can pick that one up this time. And then we'll go all the way from there down to there. Now this is Manapuru, if I'm correct. Let's just go over here to where the depot is and we can make sure they're coming out of there. 1, 2, 3 to bus line 07. Let's have a look, make sure it's coming out. Yeah, the doors are opening on that one. 1, 2, 3. Yep, all to bus line 08. Okay, turn that off a minute. Wait, get out from behind the tree. And by the time I get there it was too late. These are little steam powered guns. Okay, they go in two different directions. But what happens, I'll stagger out, they're all but one behind the other at the minute, right? But they will step apart. We're back up to 1.1 million, so we're still making $1 or two. Even though we just bought those machines. Look at that. We jumped from 40k down to 25k. I got to admit, I really love Monty's latest video, part 17, with the snow. It looked awesome. And the information he's giving out is fantastic. That one's already, okay, it's got 2 passengers. Took off. Oh, he's up. No, he's up none. So which one did I click on there? I think that one, was it? Have any of these picked up? Where are they? Little bus numbers. Way to do this. Okay. 7 and 8. Okay, one of them picked up a passenger already. Not full load for those. Double check these. I don't want a load of those not full. And periodically, just go through and double check your lines and make sure. But don't do that on a good line because it can hold up a delivery of an item. No, I don't. I just said don't do it to a good line. Need to take my own advice, don't I? I've been a bit slack here. You only have to pick out one vehicle on that line to do it. Now, iron ore 3, oil 01, oil 02. Don't look like I did anything, did it? Wood 01. I did it to wood 01. My phone's ringing, I'm going to have to let you go. I'll talk to you later, bye bye. Okay, I'm going to take the phone off the hook. That was not supposed to happen. It was my lovely wife ringing me to ask me a question. Wood 04, I got nothing else there. Right, yeah, sorry about that. But you'll have a little pause in the video and I'll just have to join them together. Okay, that's going to have to be it. I've done long enough today. And that was Let's Play Train Fever Part 5. Now don't forget to watch Monty's videos. They're brilliant. Okay, talk to you later. Bye bye.